Hi there, I'm Allison Kirak, owner of Stitch Real Estate Transaction Coordination Company, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am celebrating that it is now 2024. We are in the first week of 2024, a new year. I am feeling really motivated and focused on being really intentional this year, especially in my business. And I thought it'd be fun to kind of recap some of the highlights of the last year and then kind of set some intentions and goals for 2024 and this year. I hope this gives you a realistic idea of, where you can take your TC business or just where someone else is at. Also gives you some motivation or ideas for your own business. I would love to hear what everyone's first of all highlights of 2023 were. Drop a comment, something you're proud of, whether it's amount of transactions you closed, whether it's a small step you took towards starting your TC business, signing up your first client, closing your first deal or your 100th or your 10,000th, whatever it is. Drop a comment below and let's celebrate and uplift each other, because it's so important to remember all of the wins, no matter how big or how small. So let's do that first. And then I'd also love to hear in the comments what your goals are in 2024. Do you want to start a TC business? Do you want to expand a TC business? Do you want to just dabble in and do some research on what this career is and if it's something that makes sense for you? Do you want to close your 500th deal, your 10th deal? Do you want to sign up 1 new client, 10 new clients? Grow your team, maybe start exploring a different social media platform to advertise yourself. Whatever it is, whatever your goals are for 2024, comment those below too. It is so powerful and inspiring to put these things out there, to, state your intentions, manifest it, and then also we can kind of hold each other accountable. And you can come back to this video next year and say, oh my gosh, I did that, or I did that times 10. When my first full year of being a TC, I set an intention of like an income goal and a transaction goal, and I literally more than doubled it. And it was just so cool to go back and see, I had realistic goals that were still big for me at the time, and to see how far I was able to come and realize I even more than doubled it was so awesome. So drop your goals below and your celebrations, that way we can start the year off positive and also focus on our intentions for the new year. Okay, but as I mentioned for the first part of this video, I want to highlight some of our personal exciting milestones from 2023. If you've been following for a while, this first started as my blog YouTube channel called Simplifying Sold. And so in 2023, we officially did our rebrand to Stitch Real Estate. Our motto is perfectly tailored transactions, and created our full service transaction coordination company in addition to our coaching services for people who want to be TCs, potentially like yourself, and then also just continuing to add to our content creation. So doing that full rebrand was, something I've been thinking about for a long time, taking those steps, officially getting everything in place. Some of that ideas of that started years ago, and then, actual fruition steps started before that. And then, so all that kind of stuff. So seeing that vision officially come to life and officially launching the rebrand and the new company was really exciting. So if you watch some of my older videos, you'll notice I say Simplifying Sold, but now we are officially Stitch Real Estate. So that was an exciting milestone to officially check off. Okay, I have some notes here. Also, I did my first ever podcast interview. This was really exciting for me because I love podcasts. Like, working from home all the time, a lot of times I'm the only, I'm the only one here, I'm not talking to anyone, something like that. I'm able to listen to podcasts. Sometimes I'll listen to music, just some background noise, but I absolutely love listening to podcasts. Like, when I'm really grinding it out, even my husband's here working with me, whatever, I could easily listen to 4 or 5 podcasts a day, all different kinds of genres too. So I love business, I love health and wellness, I love pop culture, so all kinds of stuff. I love podcasts. And so getting invited to be a guest on one was really exciting for me. If you haven't checked it out, I will put the link in the comments of this video. But it was the Transaction Care podcast. If you don't follow Transaction Care and Lily, she is amazing. It was really great to be on her podcast, but if you like my content, you will really also enjoy hers. So I will tag them and tag the episode in the comments. But you should definitely check that out too for some more great content. Okay, and the next major milestone I wanted to cover was that we did add 2 amazing coordinators to our team. So it has been a dream of mine for a long while to stop being as much of a one-woman show. I absolutely love mentoring and coaching new TCs or TCs who are struggling with something in their business, people who are just getting started. It's absolute passion project of mine, and we do that on a service scale with our coaching programs and stuff like that, and I absolutely enjoy every minute of it. And then just getting to actually take some people under my wing, have people actually on the team working together, that's been a dream of mine for a long time. And so bringing that to fruition and getting the team ready to crush it this year is super exciting milestone too. Okay, and the last thing I noted on here, this is probably the biggest one for myself personally outside of the company, is that I personally closed my 1,000th real estate transaction. So I started realizing I was close to this milestone like almost over a year ago for sure, like relatively close, and I started tracking it really closely. And so in November of 2023, I celebrated closing my 1,000th real estate transaction. It was super exciting just because, it is a big number. It seems like a big number. And just when you go back and look at how much you've truly done and how far you've truly come, and all of the things you've learned, which is my next video I'm filming, is the top things I've learned closing over 1,000 real estate transactions. It's just really incredible, super exciting milestone to look back on. But even if you're going for your 100th, your 1,000th, your 10th, your first, whatever, keeping track of the numbers and your goals and reflecting on that, I think is really important. So that was a big deal for me to officially pass the 1,000 mark personally. And as I've said, I specialize in Texas, so those were all Texas real estate transactions. So I think I've stopped learning something new every day, but I still learn something new like once a week or once a month because it's real estate and things are always changing. So very, very exciting milestone to celebrate. Now I've got, 10,000 is the next one. I don't know how fast I'm gonna make it there, but career milestone, personally closing my 1,000th transaction was a huge highlight of 2023. So those are kind of some of my 4 big takeaways I had from the year. There's all kinds of small things too, but those were some big milestones that we accomplished last year. It's really exciting. Okay, so moving into setting intentions for next year and for 2024. This year we're in now, actually. I want to kind of just share my goals. So personally, and this is outside of our team, but personally, I would like to close at least 300 transactions this year. This is pretty on par for me. I usually aim to close somewhere between 300 and 400. Previous years have been closer to 4. But with the rebrand, with some other content, I really want to make sure I'm focusing on more content, more educational, tangible items, resources, courses, things like that I want to focus on for you guys, and as well as nurturing my team in that. So I'm going to go a little bit on the lower end as my goal, just to make sure I'm actively doing my transactions and things like that. Because it's important to me to always actively be a TC. That way I'm making the most up-to-date, boots on the ground content for you guys too. So that's always going to be a part of my business. Just maybe scaling that down a tiny bit more this year so I can focus on some other aspects of the business and the blog and the YouTube channel and all those things. So I am personally aiming to close at least 300 transactions, right around that sweet spot. That averages out to about 25 a month, I think. And I've told you guys before, I like to close about 25 to 30. That's kind of my sweet spot, my comfort zone a month. So whatever your goals are, I would love to hear how many transactions you'd like to close. So comment below so we can all support and uplift each other, hold ourselves accountable. So that is my goal. So if you're looking, how many is even feasible? I'm just learning about this. What is this? Well, for someone who's been doing this for a few years, has some team members, has some other responsibilities in terms of the business, that's a goal of mine. So hope you can take that to heart. All right, so some other things I want to touch on. I would like our team is still actively taking on clients. So I would love a team goal for us to sign up at least 25 new clients this year. I think that is pretty reasonable, and that would still keep us on track with our goals for the team, their goals, things like that. So that is another goal of mine. So I have a whole video actually about setting goals as a transaction coordinator, and you can do it as client, you can do it as income, you can do it as transaction count. And so those are kind of the two metrics I'm going to use this year, is adding on a certain number of new clients and adding on a certain number of transactions for the year. Typically, I don't recommend when you're first getting started to set a client goal, because it's kind of hard to base your business off that if you don't know how much each client's going to produce. But where we're at in our business now, I think these numbers make sense on average number of transactions an agent may do. So I know 2024 is predicted to be an uptick in the real estate market. I think we'll all keep our fingers crossed on that in terms of affordability and inventory and all that. So hopefully we can maybe even exceed that. All right, and as I mentioned, I want to focus a little bit more on, creating the content that you all enjoy here, creating some more resources for you guys, more, programs and things that are available. I would also love to hear in the comments, so now I'm challenging you to comment 3 different things: your goals, your wins from last year, your new goals here, and then also anything you'd like to see and hear from me and from us. So I absolutely love creating content for you guys. It's something else I'm passionate about. Having the opportunity to meet with y'all one-on-one, sometimes in groups. It is so amazing. So if you want more coaching, if you want a course, if you want videos about something specific, I would absolutely love to focus on that for you guys. So leave a comment on that as well if you have any ideas of any questions I can answer for you, things I can dive deeper on, resources you would find helpful. I really want to spend some time focusing on that this year too. So please let me know in the comments. All right, and then lastly, obviously always growing our social media presence is important. If you're watching here, I hope you will subscribe if you haven't already. And then if you don't follow us on Instagram, and check out our website, Facebook as well. But we'd love to hit some numbers on our Instagram and our YouTube in terms of followers and subscribers this year. So we would absolutely love your support if you enjoy this content. I post some different stuff on Instagram too as well. So definitely a good thing to check out. All right, well, I think that kind of sets most of our intentions for the year. 2023 was really exciting, had some great milestones, and then in 2024, really hoping for a strong real estate year, and also focusing on more potential TC stuff, how we can help you guys in starting your businesses or growing your business or anything like that. So leave me some comments. Please be sure to subscribe, check out our Instagram, check out our Facebook, check out our website for more content and more information. Also, we likely will be expanding our team even more in the next year. So if you think you're someone that would be a good fit for that, feel free to comment below and message us as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing, for your support last year, this year, beyond, and all in the past. It means the world to be able to create this for you guys, have this community that we have. So thank you for watching, for always supporting, for your comments, for your likes, for your views, for your support, for your questions, for everything. It's so inspiring to me. So thank you very much. And I hope everyone has an absolutely amazing 2024. Your new year's off to a great start, and that you're able to hit the ground running on your goals, focusing on your inputs that will lead to your outputs. So thanks again, guys, for watching and everything else, all the support. Any questions, any comments, anything you want to see, your goals, your wins from last year, comment below on this video, and we'll celebrate each other and move forward in the new year together. Thanks again, y'all.